Okay, here we have the stupid library, which is actually a museum. I feel like we might as well go outside and start out there.
It seems like Anton Jakob Zellner will never manage to get on the front page. The museum director and the rest of the world think that Legrand is the one who put a stop to Dr. Gebhardt. I can use the time.
Thought we, well, a thing we have to do at some point, but I guess not yet.
Locked.
Well, that hasn't stopped you before. Well, no one to talk to here, so I'm just gonna go around this here corner. Oh, sweet, a newspaper.
I can't read what it says, but the cover features a dashing picture of Legrand. It shows an energetic young man photographed from beneath, against the sky. That's the look of a man who can catch a thief and murderer in a single day.
So much rage.
Well-trained guards are usually the best security system, although they didn't manage to stop the Raven in London.
Also, how do you know he's well trained?
That must be the treasure chamber where the Eye of the Sphinx is due to be exhibited. The display case is already prepared.
Oh, let's go in.
No, sir.
I'm from the Swiss police. I want to check the security arrangements.
No one may enter the treasure chamber before the delivery has arrived.
Oh, I guess we're screwed. Let's go. I guess there's more places to go, right? This doesn't seem pertinent to anything. Yet here we are, not looking at anything because nothing is coming up at all. Nothing whatsoever.
This is Akhenaten, the only pharaoh whose portrait I always recognize. He has a very unusual head.
That's messed up.
Akhenaten, but he went down in history as the pharaoh who wanted to eliminate the old gods and replace them with a single god. The priests took offense, and he died of unknown causes.
Well, no one here to talk to either. I guess the only one we can talk to is that guard. Oh man, I wish you could walk faster, dude. That would be... Oops.
I didn't have to pay for... Which is like...
It's so nice if I could just walk a little bit faster. Now there's music for some reason.
I don't think I can talk to him. He's been ordered not to let anyone into the treasure chamber.
Okay.
And that's just what he'll do.
Oh boy, does that mean we have to talk to these people?
Kreutzer will provide the background music tonight at the opening. Does he have anything else on his agenda? How are the acoustics, Mr. Kreutzer?
Average. I wouldn't have expected anything else from a big stone cavern.
How does it feel to have been accused of murder and to escape by the skin of your teeth? The whole thing could have had a bad ending for you. You didn't have an alibi. It was your gun.
I must admit that I can imagine better ways to spend my time than being roughed up by Inspector Legrand. Your snooping actually paid off for me this time. Did you ever suspect me?
Of murder? No. I think you're too intelligent to shoot someone with your own gun without arranging an alibi for the time of the crime. It seems like a lot of the passengers from the ship are here this morning.
Nearly all of them. I had a brief conversation with the Baroness's butler. Between you and I, he seems quite happy to be rid of the old battleship.
Mr.
Who wouldn't be?
Young Miss Mayers was here as well. Unfortunately, it seems like she's already disappeared again.
Forget it. She's engaged.
And the old witch with her caretaker and her brat are also here.
What do you have against Lady Westmacott?
The lady is more callous than the queen of
Apparently
the
she uses magic
She
and...
chased her own son away. Ice cold. I met him briefly.
Oh, I thought you meant she was an actual witch, huh?
Did any of the guests behave suspiciously? Was anyone unusually interested in the treasure chamber or the security system?
Just you.
Say. I'm here to check the acoustics and then I'll come back for the gala tonight. I'm not interested in your detective games.
Well, you can go to hell then.
I'm looking for...
It will be...
I'm not looking forward to anything. Go fuck yourself, sir. Oh, fine, we'll talk to her.
Miss Miller, I'm glad to see you here.
Oh, Constable Zellner. I heard what happened to you on board. Awful. Truly awful.
All's well that ends well. You are waiting for Professor Lucien? Mm-hmm. Tomorrow you'll be sailing down the Nile, if I heard correctly.
That's right. I'm sure it will be an amazing experience.
But
I doubt
you
it.
seem to be very excited.
Oh, but I am. It's very generous of Lady Westmacott to invite me, and especially Maddie. He'll learn a lot.
About water.
Well, Professor Lucien offered to join us.
Then Matt will learn even more. And I'm sure it won't be unpleasant for you either.
No, I just don't know how Maddie would react if Edgar came with us.
I understand. I could test the water to see how he'd feel about it.
Would you do that? Oh, thank you, Constable Zellner.
Oh, goody.
I'll continue my tour of the museum.
Oh, yes, there's so...
Mm-hmm. Guess now we have to talk to the kid. We're doing this instead of actually what we came here to do, I suppose. Where is the kid, anyway? There's the witch. I don't see the kid. I also vaguely remember having to look at things, which sucks.
Several daggers in a row. The shapes and patterns look timeless, elegant.
Boring.
What does it say here? The dagger on the left is a replica of the dagger from the tomb of Tutankhamun. It must have been incredibly precious during his lifetime because it's made of iron. Thousands of years before the Ice Age, meteorites were the only source of pure iron. So a star that fell from the sky, bringing a substance that's harder than anything they'd known before, would have been a dramatic event. No wonder they used it to forge a weapon for the godlike pharaoh.
Whatever. Only interested in the dagger of Ammon Ra, but it's apparently not here.
Aha! This shows how the ancient Egyptians were able to move the heavy blocks of stone to build their pyramids and temples. They used ropes, wooden sleds, and poles as levers.
No, it was totally aliens. That's bullshit.
These exhibits aren't originals, of course. They're reconstructed, based on old pictures. Nonetheless, it's impressive how they managed to build monuments like the pyramids with such simple tools.
It's because of the aliens, remember? God, don't you know anything?
Impressive, isn't it? Thousands of years old and still beautiful.
That it is. They dug it out of the sand near Thebes over 50 years ago. I was there.
Really?
I met my husband there. He was an assistant on the dig and was ordered by the director of the excavation to take care of that writer. I financed many excavations in the following years, here in Egypt and in the Near East. I visited my husband, together with our son. It was the best time of my life. But a museum is no place for nostalgia. What can I do for you?
Isn't it, though, technically speaking?
Your son. You haven't said much about him. Or perhaps you did, just not by name.
You're an attentive listener, Mr. Zellner.
I was wondering why you knew so much about Miss Miller's unhappy marriage.
I stopped paying his bar tabs, stopped paying reporters to hush things up. He got to know her and went with her to America to start a new life. You can change your name easily, but not who you really are.
Oh, here we go.
He has my eyes, doesn't he?
The Part 2 novel is for him, isn't it?
If I couldn't provide Matthew with a good father, then at least I can provide him with a good start in life.
And then later on, I'll be paying his bar tabs.
Goodbye.
Really don't care about your goodbyes. Let's just talk to this idiot.
Ahoy, Matt.
The statue was talking.
The statue was talking?
Yes.
And what did it say?
It said it was...
That's a very bad word.
I know.
And an English one. Don't you think it's odd that an old Egyptian statue speaks English?
Don't you
No.
think it's odd that a statue speaks at all?
That would have been my next question. And, is the statue talking to you right now?
Do you think I'm nuts?
Yes.
No, of course not. I just thought you might have much better ears than me. Ears that can hear statues.
Some cop you are, Mr. Zellner. This is a mystery, and you're just making jokes.
You're right. It's just...
Don't you believe me?
No.
Do I believe that an old Egyptian statue without a mouth or vocal cords spoke to you? No. But that doesn't mean that you didn't hear something. We should try to find out what or who you heard.
Okay.
I'm almost a bit envious of you. Going up the Nile on a ship, it must be great.
Yeah, I guess.
You don't sound so keen.
I think my mom wants the professor to come too.
And you don't? You can't tell me.
What if Mom marries the professor and doesn't work with the lady anymore? We'd have to move to London, and I'd have to go to a new school.
As opposed to no school, which, what I've been doing for a while now, apparently.
You
Just going on random
as it
trips.
is, and you don't want to change a thing, right? Mm-hmm. But have you ever thought about whether your mother is happy? The world doesn't revolve around you, you know. If you're unhappy...
In fact, nothing does. You're a little
you do
shit.
something. Sometimes you have to take a chance. And in that case, you need all the help you can get.
Do you mean Mom isn't happy?
No, she's miserable with you.
What do you think?
She told me she wants to kill herself because her son's so terrible.
This will all be over soon. Then I'll finally have time for you.
We wanted to head back to the hotel.
Certainly. And tonight at the gala, I'll show you around the museum, okay? And have you made up your mind about the cruise?
Well, I don't really know.
Oh, come on, Mom. Who could teach us more about Egypt than the professor?
Then
Probably a lot of people, actually. Now she's just disgusted with her cold, dead eyes.
I didn't expect you to say that.
Well, Mom, sometimes you have to take a chance.
Oh my god, calm down, lady. How did you get up those stairs?
Who wants ice cream?
Wait a damn minute.
Mr. Zellner still owes me some.
No, he doesn't. But how did she get up the stairs in her wheelchair like that? Okay, that's interesting. Well, time to go steal a jewel.
A great moment. Professor Lucien, your key, please.
yes. Well,
Come on, Professor.
but you have to realize that...
Thank you.
What?
Finally. But...
Professor?
I wanted to give you this.
It's a banana.
Well, after the burglary in London, I thought the Eye might not be safe on its way to Egypt. So I secretly took it when I was supposed to place it in the safe in London.
How dare you?
I felt that I should leave the jewel to someone I trusted completely. Myself.
But the jewel was safe. From London to here, no one had an opportunity to steal it.
I beg your pardon, my dear colleague. But if that were true, I wouldn't have had it.
Congratulations, Professor Lucien. You fooled everyone, it seems. The honor is yours.
Now arrest him, he stole it. Put him in jail. He's a criminal. Or not, just let him go free. Sure, that's how that would work.
System to you, Inspector.
The French ambassador summoned me. I have to get in touch with him. The press is besieging the embassy, and I have to answer their questions.
But you absolutely must come tonight. The opening of the exhibition will be the highlight of the year, and you are my special guest.
Yeah, whatever.
Zelna, will you have a look at the security precautions?
Why? You don't like me.
Of course, but
Wait, Inspector. I'll join you.
Well, here we are. The inspector will answer the reporter's questions for the next few hours. And well,
I won't take up too much of your time. I'll take a look around and then go lie down so that I'm ready for tonight.
No, time to go lie down. I looked around enough. See you around. It's more than enough looking around.
All right, let's begin. How does this gate work?
if the alarm is set
damn it.
off, the metal gate descends. The same thing happens at the windows and the main entrance. The thief is trapped like a rat.
As are we.
Next, I'll show you our guard room, the heart of the whole security system.
Um,
And after that, we'll have to
But first we'll freeze and not do anything for some reason. That was weird.
Alert the guards. Then call the French embassy. Legrand needs to come. We're being locked out. Here, have a seat and try to calm down.
Well, that sucks. Well, that was fun. Let's leave. He can take care of himself. Oh, I guess he can't. So do I have to talk to him or something?
Director Morta? Director, how can I open the metal gate?
He shouldn't have done that.
Director,
All the artifacts in the treasure chamber. He destroyed them.
and I will bring him to justice. But
Maybe.
first, I have to get inside.
And by have to, I mean I really would just like to. No, let's just go ahead and...
That bloody bomber. I mean, the chamber was filled with irreplaceable treasures.
Eh.
The gate is massive.
Yeah. Probably go to that guard room that I remember trying to get into rather before. Or maybe not. Yep, okay, there we go.
Constable Oliver,
Don't move.
what did you do?
I didn't do anything. But I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna arrest you.
Uh-huh.
We have to open the treasure chamber's gate. I suspect there's a secret entrance.
No. We should open the main entrance and call for help.
Robert, think. The Raven is inside the museum, and so are we. We could catch him, but we have to give chase immediately. The two of us can finish it here and now.
You just want to confuse me.
Robert, I don't think you knocked this man out, but neither did I. I was with the director the entire time. Ask him.
That doesn't mean you aren't involved somehow. You could be working with the Raven.
So could you. We can suspect each other, open the exits, and offer the Raven every possible escape route. Or we can bring him to justice right here, right now.
No, okay.
Or we can just
Get
not.
this straight. I don't trust you. I'll keep an eye on you, and if you try to get away...
Understood.
I'll see ya.
I'll try to open the gate to the treasure chamber now. I'd appreciate it if you'd refrain from accidentally shooting me.
No tricks, Zelna. And if we don't find anything in the treasure chamber, we'll open the gate at the main entrance and call Inspector Legrand.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. If you excuse me, I have to rob the place.
A monitor. Probably for viewing the security cameras. There are 5 buttons down here, 3 of them labeled. Camera 1, Camera 2, Camera 3. This should be the one in the treasure chamber. As I expected, it didn't survive the explosion.
Shocking.
All right, how do I... Fantastic. That's me, with the director. Now it's getting exciting. What on earth?
You damaged it.
No, I didn't. Someone must have turned the camera off. Or... no, it's still recording, but something's covering the lens. There. That was the explosion.
Man, this is a thrilling video.
Why is it interesting?
Someone was in the treasure chamber, and they disabled the camera. And, just a few minutes later, the alarm went off and everything blew up. The burglar hardly had time to prepare a targeted explosion, right? One more reason to go and see what happened in the treasure chamber.
Yeah, I did love that video. It was very thrilling and educational.
What are you doing?
I was looking for this.
His money.
I think he's okay. After we've checked the treasure chamber, we should call an ambulance.
Let's just let him stay there.
Locked.
Let me guess, I got the key off him. Yeah.
Blueprints for the museum. Every gate seems to be controlled by its own switch. This should be the gate for the treasure chamber. That's it. There's nothing more I can...
What?
Dead.
Just like that guard should be. You probably should have killed him.
Maybe someone stirred something into the coffee and poisoned him with it. But the bump on the back of his head would indicate otherwise.
I just wanted some coffee, but you know what? Never mind, dude.
Constable Oliver can't honestly think that I'm the Raven. He must realize that I never had a chance to set a bomb. Although he may think that I could be an accomplice. As could he.
Thought we already went over that.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm searching for a way into the treasure chamber, which is exactly...
Yes, yes.
I'll give you 5 minutes. Then we'll follow my plan. Open the main entrance and call for backup.
Let's hope for both our sakes that I find a way into the treasure chamber before then. I don't want to be responsible for the escape of the Raven.
Well, technically, you wouldn't be. He would be, because he's an idiot. Oh, let's open it up now that I used the control panel.
If you would be so kind. No, that won't work.
Yeah, I was gonna say. If it only takes two of you to lift that thing, then that's pretty shitty security. Okay, well... Talk to stupid director, I guess? Because I'm not sure what to do right now.
Dr. Mokhtar, I can't open the gate. Is there another way into the treasure chamber?
No. Only one way. Only one.
Okay, that's not helpful.
Director won't help me. Whether I want to or not, I have to stick with the constable.
Okay, is there anything else to do in here? Well, I can look at the statue. Oh, sure, I can...
Do you have any idea? No.
I didn't want to do that right now. I want to look at this.
The lances look sturdy, but they also seem to be firmly connected to the figures. Maybe I can break them off. On the other hand, there's been enough destruction today.
But you could have possibly opened the door with... What was the other thing right over here?
Ancient Egyptian jewelry. I like that golden signet ring with a scarab made of jasper. In ancient Egypt, these beetles were regarded as symbols of fertility. Nowadays, we just call them dung beetles. I suppose the beetles don't really care.
Okay, that didn't help me at all. Guess I have to go back. Okay, now I can go down here. Now to go through the obvious secret chamber that the kid told us about earlier. Very, very slowly, because we can't walk any faster in this game. Really? I can't do it? No, I can look at this for some reason.
Locked.
Does the key work with this, too? I guess so.
It fits. Constable?
Okay. That tells me that's not that strong.
It's moving. No, not quite there yet.
Really, we have to wait for him to walk all the way over there. What was that? That was... I thought he was using the banister thing. But that's the... No, okay. So let's say we need this stupid lance, but... I don't think we can do it. Maybe over here, whatever this is. Flagpole. That probably wouldn't help either, but probably what we need.
Might help.
Yeah, exactly. It'd totally help, I knew it. Okay.
All right. It has to work. Constable Oliver.
Well, it doesn't have to work. It could possibly, but unlikely work.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. Director Mokhtar, hurry! Put something under the gate. Huh? Director.
Oh, I'm sure that flimsy thing's gonna work.
No luck.
It won't open any further.
Put it down, quick! That'll hold it.
I wouldn't bet on it. We should hurry.
And inform Inspector Legrand.
First, I'll get an overview of the situation.
You don't think I'm going to leave you all alone with a jewel, do you?
I doubt that the jewel is still in the treasure chamber.
But how?
I'll be watching you.
Then you'll have to come with me.
If you haven't heard anything from me in 5 minutes, me, not Constable Zellner, then open the entrance and call for help. Understood?
Okay.
Fall. Aw. Kinda hoping that would fall and then would crush his leg like a crushed thing.
Whoa, indeed.
No, you said wow, not whoa. Oh well.